Hey friends, welcome back to Poplar Preparedness. This is a report of what I'm seeing here in Pittsburgh on my store shelves. A bunch of pictures to look at, and we're going to see momentarily what is looking like here. Overall, things are present, but there are some serious cracks starting to show. In some places, cream cheese disappearing. Yes. We're having serious issues with bottled water. We are seeing serious issues with fresh chicken and frozen beef. These are not new things, but they are looking pretty serious here in Pittsburgh right now. So let's get straight to the pictures. So as you can see here at Aldi, the cooking oil is present, but it is definitely fronted. If you look in the back there isn't any oil behind there. Eggs were present, but they were less than what we're used to, as well as the milk was present, but less as well. When we start looking at the baked goods, a lot of fronting there again. Anything that's made out of flour just was less in stock than what it has. The area has been shrunk. Just seeing a lot of shortages all around there. They were almost out of canned hams. I took a couple, and they were the last ones on the shelf. Every time I go to Aldi and I see canned hams, I pick up a few extra. I wonder if they're actually discontinuing the product. Not sure why they would have it on sale otherwise. But other options, you're limited in the other options meat-wise. One can of tuna left, a cheap tuna. There's more expensive tuna there, but cheap tuna was down to one can. That kind of says it all, doesn't it? Milks and like the products like cream cheeses were in stock, and yogurts were in stock, but they had limits, and the price of cream cheese is double what it used to be. So that's the reason why they're in stock. When you look at the meat section in the freezer, obviously you're seeing a lot of holes. There's only one, I believe, one breaded chicken option, and that's it. There was some chicken breast, but just a lot less options on chicken as well as beef. Just frozen meat across the board. Okay, we're over here now at Wally World. Overall, like I said, things again are not too bad, but some obvious glaring holes. The water was well restocked, but, not quite as well as what we'd want. Notice that that's distilled water over there, but there's no gallon jugs of spring water. Just the ones on the top shelf there, placed just out of reach of the shorter folks. All right, eggs. There were eggs, but some of the selection on eggs was gone. The cheaper options on dozens were kind of depleted. You either needed to go up to jumbos, or you needed to go to the 18 packs, that type of thing. Cream cheese, poof, gone. Look at that. That whole bottom shelf there was stocked to the gizzards last week, and it's just gone. I don't even know if people could buy that much cream cheese over the course of a week, or whether they moved that product to another store or something like that. But as you can see, cream cheese just wiped out. Whether that's for people's Easter holidays. I don't know what you make with cream cheese for Easter, but we just always have ham and, anyway, potato casserole or something. So chicken, fresh chicken, not looking good. Very much not looking good. Not many options there. You're just seeing the shortages on the shelves. People that are denying the shortages just aren't looking, because it's just staring you in the face everywhere you look. Frozen potatoes, not as bad as they have been in the past, but still some obvious holes. That's more frozen potatoes there. I mean, we're looking at what? 30, maybe 40% stocked on frozen potatoes. Creamer, powdered creamers have been changing, but they are present. But watch as that baby formula hits canned milks, like evaporated milk, and then that's going to hit powdered dairy eventually. That's why I'm watching that. Coffee section looked not too bad. Let's look over at the single serve coffee section. I am doing research on this, and I actually just saw that this was mentioned over by Pinball Preparedness. He mentioned about the plastic shortage in passing, but I've actually been trying to dig into that myself. I've seen some evidences of plastics being in shortage mode, but nobody seems to be reporting on it. So I've been doing some research, and I will be bringing that video to you as soon as I get some more concrete facts of exactly what's going on with that. But it makes sense that the plastic coffee would be a little bit shorter, and that's what we're seeing here. Regular coffee seems to be doing pretty good, but the individual plastic self-serve units are not doing so well. Vinegar, poof. That's not good. Vinegar, used for canning and lots of other things. Rice section, a little sparse, but still present. People aren't getting too serious about prepping. We have our ketchup shortage continuing for some reason, but it's still there, particularly name brand. Chicken, canned chicken still seems to be holding up. I still see those 12 packs out there on Walmart.com. So if you still want 12 packs for like $19.90 whatever, that works out to being like $1.60 something a can. That's a lot cheaper than what you're seeing here on the shelf here or anywhere else. If you still need canned chicken, just be persistent. Sometimes it's not up on Walmart.com. Check in the next day. Check later in the day. Check early in the day. And I see it pretty consistently when I look at it, at least here in Pennsylvania. All right. Rest of the meat section, just more eclectic options there. But look at the tuna over here, too. Notice how the tuna is pretty depleted over here. Friends, we're having a protein shortage, and it is impacting all proteins. And look at that, green beans. Green beans and corn. What in the world? Two things that we should never, ever, ever, ever run out of is canned green beans and canned corn. Like, that's just ridiculous. Canned soups. Not looking good. Pasta looked better. Ironically, the things that we had the shortest of was elbows this time. Interesting. People must be pivoting and showing their love for elbows. But the rest of the pasta section was present. But not sure if that would make it through the rest of the day, though. For the cooking oils here, peanut oil in stock, other things in stock, prices way up on all of that. Salt seemed to be showing up again, but I looked down there and it was kind of fronted. There wasn't anything in the back there, so they put some on the shelf, but how long that will last, I do not know. All right, flour looked actually half decent, even had some bigger bags. Flour was on the shelf, so that's that. I was looking at the condensed evaporated milk and the condensed sweetened milk. They've really shrunk this section down, but it is present. So if you still need milk, you got some powdered options, and then you also have canned options. So those are still available if you move now. Cleaning section. Yeah, we've heard from a number of folks talking about how sparse cleaning supplies have been looking. And Yeah, that seems to be accurate, at least here in Pittsburgh as well. There's a lot less options. This is starting to look like a Dollar General here at Walmart. Never thought I'd say that, but looking like a Dollar General. Look at that bleach, fronted. Yep. When they restocked it last time, they didn't have enough to stock it all the way to the back. They stocked just the front row. That tells you that that this isn't just buying. This is a matter of restocking and not having enough supplies to put on the shelf. I mean, it could be a personnel issue that they have it in the back and they just don't have it all on the front. But, all right, canning jars. We've all been seeing this across the board. Canning jars getting sparse. Friends, if you're not waking up yet, I don't know what could wake you up, but when the masses wake up, everything's going to be gone in a matter of a day. When people start to panic, everything will be gone in a day. There is nothing to replace the stock with. We're seeing that. They can hardly keep some things on the shelves now. To think that they could restock after a panic buy, not going to happen. Friends, that is my report from here in Pittsburgh. I will see you guys later. Steve Poplar, out.